Hello guys and welcome to new Toy Bonnie 2001 story time. Number 1. Remember, I'm doing 2 guides, so be expecting another one to be uploaded shortly after this. Now, I'm going to jump right into it. This story time is going to be about the time I got offered weed. Yes, no joke, I did once get offered some weed. I'm going to explain how within this 5-minute video, depends. So, I went to go and visit my friend. This happened probably last month. I think it was March. Yeah, last month. I went to go and visit my a friend of mine in Cambridge. She lives in a kind of a rough area, I guess she does. Either way, we met up. You know, I was waiting to be picked up by my mother, and I don't know if it was the way I looked or the impression I gave off. Because I was wearing a black hoodie. You'll see why I'm explaining what I was wearing when I get to the point. I was wearing a black hoodie, but the hood was up. It was getting kind of dark, and so yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm outside the shop. You know, I'm just like, I'm waiting to be picked up, and then there's this man on a bikes past, stopped suddenly, and I thought he was going to tell me off something. That's what I thought, and then he turns around. He had an accent on him. He wasn't British. I'd say he was most probably Muslim. I'd say something like that. Muslim, yeah, something like that. So he stopped literally in front of me. He went, "What, you alright, mate? Do you know where I can get some weed?" I was like, "Weed?" He was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "No, mate. Sorry, I don't." And she was like, "It's alright, mate." And he biked off. I was like, "Did that seriously just happen?" And then, guys, as if that wasn't bad enough, right? I shit you not, right? 2 other people, men on bikes. These ones probably young. They're probably must have been 19, 20. They, again, I don't know if it was the impression I was giving off or what. These other 2 people stopped in front of me and they said, "Hey mate, do you know where I can get some weed from?" At this point, I was pretty pissed and pretty shocked. I didn't know I looked like that kind of person to deal drugs. I was like, "No, mate, sorry, I don't." And he was like, and they were like, "Oh, don't worry about it, don't worry about it." And they biked in the opposite direction. And then, I think it was 5-10 minutes later, a police car drives past, right? You don't have any weed in you, do you? Bear in mind, this was just fucking me standing here outside the shop, minding my own business, waiting to be picked up. This police car stops beside me. He comes out, he starts going like, "Yeah, mate, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Blah, 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 blah." I'm like, "Oh, I'm just waiting to be picked up by my mother. I just went to visit a friend." And he was like, "Oh, what kind of friend?" I was like, a friend who's a girl." And he was like, oh, okay, man, no, yeah, it's alright, we just seen over to... Had some complaints about some weed dealing around here. I was like, I didn't tell him about the people who asked me for weed. You know, I didn't dare say that to the police officer's face. And you know, in the end, he was like, "Oh yeah, that's fine, man, that's fine. And we know you got nothing on you. We know." And they drove off. And at this time, I was shitting myself because I don't know why. Like 5 people thought I had weed on me. I have no idea why that was. I don't know if I couldn't see. I was a fucking 16-year-old boy minding his own business. That's why whenever I go there, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna stand in front of a CCTV camera. That shop had cameras outside. That way, if a police officer does come and shoot my ass or arrest me for supposedly having weed, I'll have evidence on that camera saying I didn't have weed. Should have done it before. Yeah, like I said, in the end he was alright. He was like, "Oh yeah, it's fine, mate, it's fine, yeah, we'll be on our way now." I was like, "Okay, thank you." Drove off. I was like, wow, I really just got asked for weed twice. Stopped by a police car for supposedly having weed. Either way, guys, this was the most fucked up thing that's ever happened to me, I'd say. like I said, I really don't know what it was. That's why if I ever go out and about, I'm not going to wear my black hoodie. I'll wear a fucking light blue one I wear, or whatever. Something that doesn't make me look like an East End London gangster. I think it's because I was looking like a gangster, you know, because I had a black hoodie up, it was getting dark, you know. I had my hands in my pocket too, which probably made it even worse, especially for the cop. But, so yeah guys, this was the first story time. I'm going to name this The Time I Got Asked for Weed. Maybe asked and stopped for weed. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So yeah guys, hope you enjoyed this first story time, and I'll see you guys in the second one. So yeah, bye guys.